Okay, so I hope everyone had a fun Christmas, first off. I'm pre recording this by a lot, so 2 weeks ago, you would have had the Space Engineers 2 video come out where I said that I was going to do this, and this is it. Welcome to the channel content dashboard where we'll go over everything slowly. Because I think this was the very first year that I actually did start. Because if we look here at the third page, it's not that much. Back in February of 2024, I started. I kind of started putting stuff up, and it was very long between a lot of them. Like this was the first actual like properly edited thing that I had someone did for me as well. It was on the 17th of March, and then we'll jump to this page all the way down at the bottom. And then the next video that I actually did was the 24th of March to do an update. Then the 3rd of May, 19th of May, because this is when Railroader was putting out so many updates. You had the occasional thing. Then we jump all the way to like August and October and December, which had the Christmas update from last year. And then we'll start this year. So this year started off interestingly. And honestly, I'm happy with how well the channel went. I wasn't nearly expecting this at all. Being able to have hundreds of views on a one-off and get a stable flow through the rest. Granted, these have pretty much been up for these have been up for quite a few months, and obviously the algorithm doesn't like it, so oh well. But I ended up starting this off on 3rd of January with a hardcore video, and obviously it hasn't done well, as you can see. This one, the Minecraft hardcore. Now, this is something that I really did want to do, but obviously I don't know where it wants to be seen, so if anyone has any ideas on what I should show versus what I shouldn't, or what I should time lapse versus what I shouldn't, let me know. Because as of right now, I haven't really touched the world for quite a few months, so I don't even know what I had. I know I had diamond armor from villager trading, because that was the last thing I did on there, I do remember, and I went to the nether like once. And that was pretty much it. I didn't really go too much further into the nether, so I don't have any nether items yet, and I do want to try and potentially get a full set of diamond armor set up before I netherite it. Which is why I haven't really been touching the nether, but I do need to start touching the nether. One, so that I can get elytra, so that I can get to the end to hopefully get an elytra without dying, and number two, so that I can get as far as I possibly can in a hardcore world. Obviously, I'm expecting to die at some point due to something fucking stupid. But until that time happens, I'm happy to continue the series. And occasionally I probably will live stream it, as there's probably some big fucking project that I can do on there, or maybe just grinding some XP or enchants and stuff. Because there's a lot that I still want to do there, and this is my second time I've ever tried hardcore Minecraft, surprisingly enough. But I do pretty well at not dying in a lot of other places, so I thought it would be interesting to do. So then we jump to the Railroader update in 2025, which added the Y and stuff, and I majorly fucked up because I somehow inverted my microphone so that I was talking when I wasn't talking, when it wasn't recording, and I wasn't talking when it was recording. So I ended up just doing ice things, and then I restarted Planet Crafter, which hit 1.0 a while before this, I'm pretty sure, and it has like a couple of DLCs and stuff. And I went and checked the game back out, and it went well. I did a couple of videos in a row. As you can see here, it was just sort of random. We 23 March, 5th of April, 7th of April, 22nd of April. It was sort of all over the place, so I was just sort of doing them when I could. And then we did Hardcore 2. which went well, which did a little better. I was still on Iron Tools, it looks like, and stuff. And this is probably when I went out and I found the villages and all that stuff. And then I won't actually be continuing this, the Thief Sim, because it doesn't really fit the whole, like, not streaming it. And then we've got this random unturned footage from when this map dropped. I can't remember what the map's called, but I haven't played that map since I think it was Rio. Actually, no, I think it was Rio Remastered. It was just created at the time. And then after that, we did Minecraft. We did the Nether in hardcore, and then I didn't touch the Nether after that. And then again, more Planet Crafter. And then I actually did a long form of this, where I did Ready or Not, and I do have the game. So if anyone wants to see me do more Ready or Not content, let me know. I'll see what I can do to throw together a Ready or Not game at some point in the next year. Because there is some stuff that I would love to continue, like Planet Crafts 1, but it's a bit iffy for me. Like, the actual, like, exploring, it's, like, stuff that I want to speed up. Like, I could just speed up a lot of the gameplay and then explain what I'm going to do before speeding up the gameplay. Or I could just do a long form of, like, an hour of uncut or an hour with travel time cut out and stuff. And then after that, in May, I did Jalopy. I live streamed Jalopy, and every zone that I went to, I recorded, and then I edited it down a little with just time-lapsing stuff, which is why this one's an hour long, and this one's only 30 minutes, because it depended on how quickly I got through the country. And I've still yet to 100% the game, so I do need to go back and 100% that game, because I am very close to 100%ing Jalopy. And then GTA Traffic. This was from an RP server that I haven't played for months now, so probably won't see too many more GTA content videos, especially due to the new stuff that Rockstar's starting to do with IDs and stuff. So another GTA RP thing here with copyright, which I tried to dispute because I had the radio on one of the cars, because whenever you grab the cars out of this RP server, it would automatically turn on the radio to a random channel, and I didn't turn it off in time, clearly. And then after that, we started Dredge. These were more long-form videos of Dredge, and I will keep them that way due to the way that Dredge works. It's sort of hard to do a lot of progress and keep it short form. So this will definitely be something that I come back to. I might even do it for the one video slot that I don't have, because I have 3 of the 4 videos already planned for that go up to this point. This is the 4th video that I'm recording the week of the Space Engineers 2 video. And then we have more Dredge. And at this point, I think at this point I was trying to do once a week uploads, and obviously I skipped quite a few. But and then the occasional MOW update would come out, and when the MOW status update came out, I immediately did it. Just because those videos are really good to get out as soon as possible, because it helps explain to people what they're looking forward to, as someone who had a very detailed look within about an hour of the update launching, which explains everything rather than someone who just is trying to figure it out on the spot. Then we went to more Jalopy, and then we went to this one, which is, obviously it didn't do too well, but it was my experience in June Awakening. It was released back in like early July. It was like June or something shit that it released, and it released as a full release game, but it shows a lot of evidence of it being in early access, and it is very much a money grab at this point. And then we have this one. I actually do need to restart my save because I didn't get an achievement that I needed Grandpa for. For whatever reason, I didn't get an achievement that I was supposed to, so I've got to restart the world to get that one. And then we have this one. Then we have more Dredge, some unedited Terraria, I believe. I believe I just threw that one in there because I could. And then back in August, we had some problems with Zamu and Railroader. If you are from there and you know that whole situation, how controversial it is, it's a burning pit, pretty much at this point. And when MOW comes out, unfortunately, we might not be able to do track modding for a bit, which basically more than halves modding in general with Zamu's tool going offline. Then we had me coding some track and some gameplay from other people. This was a session that we did on the ASRR server, which in the coming days will be changing. So look out for the December 3rd video. So, because the December 3rd video I'm going to be doing, I'm probably going to record next week when I can figure out what I want to do for it. And I have the time. Because right now I'm trying to get as much done as I can now for the Christmas break. So I'm not too worried about the the January 3rd video, because I should be back on my computer by then to edit that and get that out. And we had another Railroader update, which actually expanded a lot into what they were going to be doing for MOW. And then, obviously, we had Railroad modding at stake. This was about Zamu. Didn't get a lot, because at this point, this is in September. I'm still trying to figure out how YouTube works. And only just recently have I figured it out up here. With this one. This one, I figured out that you had to actually set your category up, or else it wouldn't work properly. And then somehow this happened. So I did this about the gaming industry. This was a bunch about crafting and all the shit that's been happening recently with the gaming industry at the time. Back in September, there was a lot of shit going on back then. And for whatever reason, it got a lot of views. I don't know why. I don't really care. And then I did this little meme one, which I will open up and play later on. And then back on September 28th, Marglar did a subathon. This one's unlisted, I believe. Yeah, it's unlisted. It's going to remain unlisted, and it's going to stay on Marglar's Discord as a YouTube link. It's going to stay up, but unlisted. This one is never to go public because it is a 23-minute of a special moment from Marg in 2025, so I'm going to keep it that way. So then we have an update on the Railroader modding community. It was 8 minutes. It was a short little burst. And apparently we've gotten a comment. Let me just quickly read this. Alright, Cherokee. Man, that comment was recent. And then we had unedited of Sea of Thieves, pretty much. I do now know how to edit Sea of Thieves, so if you see another Sea of Thieves content, it will probably be a lot more entertaining and not an hour and a half long. And then Satisfactory shenanigans, little Satisfactory game playing. Another railroading modding update happened, and then another one. I ended up pretty much having to make modding updates every week. At this point, like, you can see, like, just the sheer amount of modding updates that happened. Like, there was so many, there's so much stuff that was getting released. So now I'm going to do modding updates probably once a month. It might, if it's an update or an or like a very major one, it might go onto the weekly schedule. But other than that, if it's a small one that just summarizes what's happened in, say, the last 2 weeks, it'll be a random one. It'll be randomly put in. So, and then we did this, and then I recorded a little video here, and then another little one. These two were two random ones that I just did throughout the week, as I thought I'd upload. And this one I needed to upload because I couldn't put it on Discord, so I just made it public so that people could see it. And then this one I did because I wanted to put it into a specific channel, but it was also too big, because if it's more than a minute, it's too large for Discord, at least without Nitro. And then we did repoing, and then as of right now, the December 6th video is released with the progress update for MOW. And the December 6th one was actually on a Saturday. For once. I think I recorded this literally the day before on the Friday, so there's that. And now we've pretty much finished. I'm starting to do them every week. I want to keep it that way, one video a week, if not one video every 2 weeks if I can't get out a video a week, because as of right now, I am actually unemployed, but I might be getting employed very soon, which is part of the reason why I want to record a lot right now, to at least get the end of the year out strong, to at least this video. So in the next year, my plan is still to try and do one video a week, but whether or not that happens is completely dependent on life. Right now, I've had a bit of time to be able to do this stuff, and I enjoy making this stuff a lot, and I enjoy seeing that a lot of people like watching this stuff. I want to dip into Minecraft modding, potentially trying to get someone to look through stream highlights as well for 2025. Like skimming through random videos on the VOD channel and picking out stuff to use. I want to see a lot of this happen. Like, I would love to have a clip highlight of the year and all like the funny parts and the most memorable parts of the year. That's pretty much a channel update. Analytics, I don't really know what's here, but yeah, as you can see, one video roughly every week, with the occasional ones there along. There'll be another one over here. So on this graph, I'll usually see at least 4 as of right now. But yeah, as of right now, I'm happy where the channel's going, and I want to try and do this content as much as I can, because I enjoy making this stuff, and I would love to do more, but as of right now, that's subject to change. If it's subject to change, it might be more of a live streaming thing, and then I edit it down, and then I upload it, which takes quite a bit of time. So at that point, we might be doing one video a month that I choose to record on streaming, but I might start streaming more to compensate when I've got the time. Alright, editor me here. So, I quite liked this year, and I like the engagement, and I would love to see what happens in 2026. Tomorrow, after editing this and getting it uploaded and scheduled, I'll be doing the first video of 2026, as I will then not be on as much of a time crunch to do it. But if any of you want to join my community Discord, it is in the About section of my YouTube channel, and it should be in the description of every video. And then if you want to follow me on Twitch to maybe catch me live, that's also an option. I'm pretty sure I'll be live pretty much immediately into 2026, as I suspect Railroader will be pretty popular around there, with the MOW either coming out or has come out by the time this video is posted. So without further ado, let's wave goodbye 2025 and see what 2026 holds for us.